For this adventure, we have Josh playing Addison May, the Tabaxi fighter. We have Soren J, aka Jay, playing Furby, the Furbolg druid. We have Captain Hero Man, aka Cap, playing Gertrude, the Hill Dwarf barbarian. We have Matt playing Donovan Longhop, the Herringong rogue. And last but not least, we have Cartman playing Vine E. Jackoff, the Aarakocra ranger. All right, sit down, have a pint, and enjoy the episode. A word of warning, this podcast is not for kids, so listener discretion is advised. Hello and welcome back. We are in the Red Brand hideout with our lovely adventurers. And it seems like we are all at the beginning. They just killed Trevor, the Nox. I actually had to look and see his name. Trevor. I forgot. Yeah,
the Nothic.
The Nothic, the one eye. You guys have killed Trevor, and you guys are just kind of sitting at the beginning. But Josh leveled up his character off screen, so he wants to kind of tell everybody about what he's got. So go ahead, Josh.
Addison May is now also a rune knight and has some cantrips. The one is Toll the Dead, Firebolt, and she also has 3 spells now: Thunderwave, Sleep, and Magic Missile.
It's gonna be
Sounds like a proper Pokemon.
Lightning Knight Pokemon. She's Steel Electric type.
So I'm hoping to see that with this new upgrades that hopefully Addison does a little bit better than what she has been.
Yep. I would hope so, but Addison is actually at this current moment unconscious. Yeah, so it's a great start as a rune knight. I guess she learned this all in her sleep, kind of like in Twilight Princess of Legend of Zelda, when it's throw out real nerdy stuff. But I guess you learned this from a rune knight of the past in your dreams, because you're completely unconscious. So, okay, all right. What do we?
Well, after we've dealt with all that, is it not worth? We should probably leave this place, take the cat, and knock the building down. So, if anything is still down here, it can't get out into the town. We don't want another Trevor situation.
Gertrude agrees.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna touch the cat though first. So I'm gonna use my cure wound spell.
Does the cat consent?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna walk up to the cat and touch him. And so do I give him 7 health? I don't know. Is he coming out of her 7 health? Does that mean she is no longer KO'd?
Yeah, I would say, yeah. Healing for 7, and she does had 1 health, so she was stable. So yeah, I guess, and you bring her back.
So that brings me to 8.
Yep. You are not doing real good. Neither is Viney Cannot, but yeah, I mean, you're getting there. You're getting there. It's not doing too good. Looks like, and Furby is at 3 health. Vine is at 8 health. So yeah, it ain't gonna be.
Am I
good here?
Is it 8 health or is that 3? No, 3. Okay, I couldn't see it
Is
real well.
Gertrude at the doorway, happy at full health?
Yeah, Gertrude's just jumping up and down, doing push-ups. Nothing phases Gertrude.
Do you want Gertrude to just pick everybody up that's currently disabled and lift them out the cave?
Do you want a hand with that, Gertrude?
Gertrude will be fine.
As you wish.
So Gertrude walks over, picks up the cat and the chicken man, and starts walking. Do you want a strength check or something on that? Is that okay for me just to walk over and pick them up?
I mean, there's nothing really. I mean,
it's a cat.
Is Vine and Addison willingly letting you pick them up? You guys are willing to, yeah. So then, yeah, I wouldn't even say that'd be an issue.
I was going to say, do I get a choice?
So,
considering how I'm doing, yes, I need all the help I can get right now.
I mean, they may take them to some sort of tavern or maid bed or something like that. I don't know, something somewhere.
You should go off and do a long rest somewhere. and then that'll give us everybody all our magic back and all of our health back, and that'll make life easy.
Well, don't forget, Chicken Man, there is the inn that we stayed in earlier. We'd probably get another room there.
That'll work, right?
You guys want to leave? Go ahead and leave here?
Well, yes, we should probably collapse the building, though, like I suggested, so if anything is still down here, it can't affect the town too easily.
I second that.
Okay, how would you guys do that?
Have Gertrude smash the shit out of what's remaining of the building. I don't think that's hard of us.
It's a stone building.
Whilst
punch the
carrying the
foundations
chicken
in
man.
Do we have anything that we can make an explosive out of? Like any barrels of oil we can collapse a building on?
Well, we've already got fucking Trevor to swallow the oil.
Oh, I think hang on, one moment. I may have a trick up my sleeve here. Do I have it? I have magic missile. We can blow the place up.
All right.
Okay.
I have magic missile as well. If I can shoot them out of.
I would say magic missile works more like an arrow, in an aspect where it does kind of have a slight kind of blast, just a little bit, but it's kind of like getting hit by a bullet in a way. So magic missile would because then you're thinking about fireball, really, or any kind of other explosion spell. But when it comes to magic missile, you would need to kind of like hit a structural support specifically. You know, this is a big place. I mean, you guys can tell on the map, this isn't something like if you just hit one post, it's going to bring the whole place down. So, and the place up above is pretty much already crumbling. This is just a rock basement. So you'd have to have some pretty strong explosives to make the rock ceiling cave in on itself.
I mean, there's enough of us. Surely we could just potentially blast this thing and hit it enough times, or even just simply collapse what's in the tunnel. Just stop anything from coming out.
Sounds good.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll do whatever you guys think. Well, I mean, you guys want to try to figure it out. I mean, if we're looking at the map here, I mean, I would say just look for the middle of the map if you guys want to clap this in on it. So,
Are those two pillars that are holding up the center where the bridges are?
Oh, yes.
yeah.
I mean, would we get stuck in here if we do that?
Can't we just block the entrance with some rocks or anything on the outside? You know, just
Yes, very much so.
instead of like trying to like collapse the whole thing on top of us and trying to, you know, probably get ourselves killed somehow, just block the entrance.
Well, yes, by bringing those two down. Gertrude, would you mind punching out one of those pillars and running back very quickly?
Okay, Gertrude, with her arms full of chickens and cats.
Furby can't help carrying.
she looks at the bunny with a bit of dismay.
Hold on. The cat is asking if you could set us down before you do that.
All right, she trudges outside the house, gently lays the cat on top of the chicken, and and goes back into the house and takes a running punch at one of the pillars.
Okay. Roll a strength roll.
Oh, damn.
22.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Now here's the kicker. Now you're gonna roll a dex roll. And this is gonna be a hard one.
Can Furby try and assist, like reach in and try and grab Gertrude out?
I mean,
Now, is it because Gertrude's got danger sense, which means she's got an advantage of any dexterity saving rolls.
Oh, okay, all good then.
okay. Well,
So that's a crit.
You
That's
can
a
almost
critic.
hear the hum of the dungeon keeper there.
Yeah,
He
critical
didn't
pass.
like that.
Yeah. So what was that? Nat 20? That's what it's called, not crit. Crit's the other way.
That's the one.
I got a nat 20.
Today's opposite day.
oh. Okay. All right. So
This is
I'm
be
gonna do
deft
that.
and graceful.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give you. I'm actually. You did get out of the way, but not the way you came.
All right, okay.
So you see, as you're punching this pillar, I'm gonna go ahead and just draw it out. As you're punching this pillar right here, you notice to your left, you hear leaves rustling, and you see a little bit of light at the end of a rock tunnel. Instead of, and you thought this might be the best course of action, so instead of going back out the way you came, you go down a flight shaft. It's very dark. But as you do this, you look behind you, and the rest of the cavern and everything follows itself. And now you are alone in a cavern. One end is what used to be the cavern and caved in on it, and the other end looks to appear to be a light at the end of the tunnel. So everyone else,
Let's go solo Gertrude adventure now.
No,
Addison's regretting bringing up punching out a pillar.
Okay. All right, so you guys run back out the top way,
yeah.
the way you guys were next to. Okay. All right. Now, as you guys come out, Cop, you can see behind you. You guys really don't know what you're kind of scared. I guess a little perturbed, because you guys run out and you notice that Gertrude isn't running out with you. And as you guys get to the top, you see the place cave in on it, and you kind of all look around and notice that Gertrude is not with you. She was down there when it caved in on itself. So, what do you do?
We're starting with them, not me.
Yes.
All right, take it away, bud.
So, but I'm going to obviously just about making it out of that collapsing building. Viney is going to sort of get up and sort of shake the dust off and like look around and realise that everyone's there apart from Gertrude. So I'm going to do the obvious and go and turn to the bunny and go, "What? Where's the dwarf?"
Well, she went back in and decided to... Well, I would say decided. We kind of talked her into it.
You turned around and set her loose, don't you? Start saying that she decided it herself.
Hey, Gertrude isn't in this conversation.
Gertrude
Why-
is a strong, independent woman who makes her own decisions, okay? We may have heavily influenced those decisions, but...
You told her to punch something. What did you expect was going to happen?
I mean, perhaps, Viney, if you fly up high enough, she might see you. Can't be that far away. That tunnel was...
Okay then, let's do this then. So I'm going to use my fly ability. I'm going to fly up about, 20 feet in the air, not too, about as high as I can go realistically as a half-bird, half-chicken man, and do a really, really massive, loudest as I can, squawk, and see if anyone can hear me.
You fly up, and obviously from your vantage point, you can see the town, and all you can really see from your even, I'm gonna give me a perception roll. I want to see all that you can really see.
Yeah, I can do that.
If you can find the button for it.
That's always a tricky bit for me. There it is, perception.
So you think those are buildings in the distance. You're
Sure they
pretty
are.
sure from your previous experience of being in the town, you're pretty sure that those blurry giant things are buildings and there's things moving and you're going to think those are people. So, but that's about it. You're about the blindest bird that's ever been known to exist.
Hey, I'm a chicken, not a hawk.
About you can barely see any. You can't see jack shit. So, now as you just walk and say this, we're gonna cut back to Gertrude. Gertrude, I assume there's really no other choice but to continue walking down the tunnel. But I don't want to speak for you. What do you do?
Right. Gertrude turns around, just sees that her previous mode of escape has been blocked. Is it obvious to her that she can't get by? Like, can she move rocks, try and actually dig her way out?
You know what? I'm not gonna make you roll for this or anything, or like do anything. But I'm almost positive, as a dwarf, that it is a dwarf miner.
Yeah, remember, she's
And
got
you
stone
kn-
cutting as well.
Yes, but you knew that structural support that you knocked down took the entire capital down with it. So there's really, it's not like you see open air back in there. You know there's nothing in there now. Like it's just rock forever.
All right, so she just shrugs, turns around, and starts heading towards the light.
Okay. And as you do, you come out into a forest. Like at the end of it, it's like a trap door in a way. On one end, it has like more of like bark and everything on it, and looks like the side of a stump. It looks like a disguised entrance to the Red Brand hideout. You can tell from the sounds around you that you can also, not only do you hear like wildlife and everything, that you can tell you're in the forest, but also you can hear people and everything like that you're not that far away from Phandelver. So this had to have been maybe a secret entrance into the manor that no one knew about.
All right, excellent. Secret entrance. Y'all like a secret tunnel?
One question: did Gertrude hear my squawk, or was he in
No.
the tunnel? Shit. Oh.
No, she was still in the tunnel.
Okay, I just want to check. That's all.
All right, so Gertrude's going to try and find some high ground so she can get her bearings, see where she is.
Okay. All right. Well, what do we do? We can kind of go. We can go back to the main party. We can go either or. But I'm assuming at this point, Gertrude, are you going to go into town or?
Yes, well, I mean, it depends. Like, she's got some high ground. She's able to see better, like where she is, get her bearings. Is there anything else of interest? Like, this was a secret entrance to the red bands. Is there perhaps any of them skulking about? Any stragglers?
From what you can tell, from where you're sitting that this was a heavily trafficked area. There is a ton of footprints, which makes, knowing you, I mean, just a little bit, and enough that would make Donovan laugh, that they have a secret entrance, but it's clearly an entrance because there's that much footprints leading to a stump. So, like, even anybody, even Cartman, could be able to figure out that this was an entrance to something.
That's saying something.
Yeah, so, but other than that, you can definitely tell that it doesn't look like this was used that long ago. Might possibly, the Red Bands used the normal entrance a lot more recently. As in, this may have been while they were getting set up, things like that, trying to stay, hidden. But then as they got more infamous, they weren't, they didn't care who knew where their hideout was because they were more solidified in their stronghold. So,
Long story short, nothing interesting, no people.
Nope, nothing at all. It just looks like a normal forest, and you can hear sounds of the town.
Well, if she knows where she is, she's just going to start heading back towards the town.
I mean, I'd say to the rest of them, well, we did say beforehand we'd go back to the tavern and get a night's rest, so I suggest we head there. I get the feeling if Gertrude survived, she's probably going to want a pint, so we should definitely get some of those on the table before we go to bed. And then we should probably deal with this town master. I think we kind of ignored him for a while and just went straight down here like we normally do, so it'd probably be very interesting to know that we snapped that glass staff's neck in half.
Yeah, and collapses buildings. What?
Oh, the building's collateral.
Rock Lady strong.
Yeah.
She fine.
Get a pint in her, she'll be happy as Larry. Probably forget the entire thing.
Addison is worried inside that she's going to screw up something here in the future.
Right. To the tavern.
Gertrude goes back to town, and you guys go back to... So you guys are going back to the inn first, I assume, right? Okay. Well, you guys definitely, since you guys came out after Gertrude, and you guys kind of assessed this, you guys actually got down there way before Gertrude. You guys are in there waiting. They notice that, Gertrude's not in there. But it wouldn't probably, 2 minutes after you guys kind of sat down, and just enough to ask the bartender for a pint, that Gertrude walks through the door.
Ah, Gertrude. We thought
Gertrude!
you'd Here, have a pint.
Gertrude takes the pint off of the bunny, gives him a friendly, yet slightly too hard, pat on the shoulder.
Fair play.
And then just
Did you
starts
find
down in
anything
our pipe.
over there?
You say slightly too hard?
DM fishing for player damage noises.
Is that what you
Good.
roll the strength roll?
Oh, shit. 23.
Oh, no.
Oh boy. Okay.
That bunny goes flying across the bar.
You fail all
Alright.
3 death saving throws instantly.
No. So here's how this is gonna go. You see, Donovan is stronger than that. This didn't cause damage. Nothing at all. What it did do though is it sent him flying across the counter, and he landed on the table of a Goliath sitting at the corner of the room, and you shatter his mug of ale.
Bar brawl.
You are now laying across the table of this very pissed off Goliath, drenched in ale. What the fuck is this?
This is Donovan. How are you?
He flips the table. If you want it at this point.
Oh shit.
Gertrude isn't paying attention. She's just down in her pint.
Now, as soon as he does this,
Addison sees us and comes over.
yeah, as soon as he does this, the barkeep steps back. And you're noticing something different about this barkeep. First thing is, he's standing on a stool. He's so small, he has to stand on a stool to look up over. This isn't the normal barkeep from when you went in there. You're kind of starting to wonder how long you were even in the hideout.
We were there
standing
for a few
behind-
sessions. It was quite a while.
It was quite a while. Standing behind the bar is a goblin named Jerry. Hey, cut it out. Tim, I told you, no more. And surprisingly, the big Goliath that a second ago was very, very intimidating cowers at the voice of Jerry. And he goes, sorry, Jerry. I'll clean this up. Flips the table back over, grabs Donovan, hoists him up in the air, pats him down, and he goes, no hard feelings. Throws him back to the table with his friends, and Tim walks out the door. Tim the Goliath. Jerry the dancer is now the bartender of Stonehill Inn. How this is you do not know. But you do notice that, yeah, this is Jerry the dancer from Cragmaw Hideout.
You seem very familiar. What brings you here?
Oh, it's you guys again. Oh, gosh. Yeah,
Jerry!
you guys probably can't even recognize me. I was at the Cragmaw Hideout. You guys let me go.
Yes.
Gertrude
we're
walks
aware.
over and with a really big smile on her face gives him a right big hug.
Oh, he goes, oh, you guys got to meet the guys. Hey, Barry, Terry, come out the back. And coming
Four
out carrying a
goblins called
giant,
Jerry.
they're all Jerry. Jerry, and Jerry. There's 3 Jerrys, because I actually had Barry, Terry, and Jeff and Jerry. But no, it's now Jerry, and Jerry. Yo, Jerry's, come out. And out coming the other 2 goblins that escaped the Cragmaw hideout, carrying a giant keg of ale on top of their head. They go, hey! And they set the keg down, and they run on over to you guys. They're like, what's going on? How's things going? How's the adventuring?
Well, this is the most fucked up reunion I've ever imagined. Well,
What do you say that for? I mean, you're not happy to see us, or
unexpected more than anything. We have 3 members who are
pleasantly
rather-
unexpected, or I'm not really liking your tone.
Oh no,
Yeah,
pleasant.
that was really rude.
Pleasantly. It's
I
good
mean,
to see you're doing
it-
good with your lives now.
Rabbit have attitude problems, not representative of whole group.
They kind of.
It's
Kinda
a
still
compliment.
terrible. We're a little scared of him. Still a little scared of him from last time, but I mean, we kind of got over it. I mean, as you can tell with dealing with Tim, is we've had quite the shit to deal with. So we're kind of toughened up just a little.
I have to ask, how on earth did you intimidate a Goliath? That's very impressive of you.
Oh, you just gotta roll up your sleeves sometime and bare your claws. Or in my
Go ahead.
case, teeth. And they show their teeth, and they are giant. The whole reason that they're called Cragmaw is that their teeth are giant, are sharpened to pointy, tips. That's why they're called Cragmaw. So you're like, yeah, you just gotta bare your fangs sometimes, and they just cower down at you. But nah, it's kind of like how we got to be owner here. I beat the owner in a game of dice.
Ooh.
Yeah, I didn't want to give up, but man, I just gave him the old 1-2.
Well, we did have a deal with the previous owner. He still owed us for a night. This is bullshit, by the way. I'm going to try and pull this off. Would you be willing to uphold his previous deal, or was that not on the table?
Roll me a persuasion check.
And we're getting a free
Oh
night.
my. Oh goodness.
26.
Hey, I mean, if you wanted a free night here, after what you guys did for me, you could have just asked. I mean, you don't have to lie, buddy. You know I got his books, right? It's all written in the books of who stays here. So I know you weren't offered, but hey, you ain't got to worry about it. You guys sleep, as long as I'm the owner, you guys don't ever have to pay for lodgings here, okay?
Well, no,
That's
I
how
just
you know it's
feel
going. You
bad.
own every time we come in here.
Well, no,
Yeah,
I just
hey,
feel bad.
you-
Should we
you
just
ain't
give
gotta-
him a gold? Give him a gold.
No, your money's for I just said you always sleep for free here. Don't worry about it. You guys gave us our lives. We'll let you guys live at peace.
How
Yeah,
about a
never
game
gotta
of
buy
dice,
anything here.
Goblin?
Oh, I wouldn't do that. I mean,
I'll
hey, I won't
point
take.
out
I
now.
won't take your gold. I won't take your gold for lodgings, but I'll take your gold in a game of dice if that's how this is gonna be.
Whatever he loses, it's out of his pocket, not out of ours. I'll point that down right now.
How about for the tavern, my friend?
Cock, you go ahead and make yourself in debt. I think the rest of us probably could use a decent meal, a drink, and some healing.
Yeah, Gertrude's not really interested. She just wants a pint, something to eat. She wouldn't mind having a bit of a punch up. She was ready for a go. But
A bath would be nice.
yeah, well, Gertrude doesn't bathe. But
I want to try to win this tavern off these goblins. I want to see if I can win them in dice.
Yeah, I mean, we're a little bit smarter than the previous owner. Our tavern is not going to be on the table. Just gonna say, I mean, we'll bet gold, but we ain't betting tavern. He just wasn't that smart. Too gullible.